everyone, it's Julia. I'm really excited to show you these vintage Spiegel catalogs and also what I'm doing with them. This particular one is a Spiegel's 1955 Fall and Winter. I did pick this up at an antique store and I paid around $30 for it. But what's inside is just priceless, and I'm going to be showing you what's inside. And this one is one I picked up at the flea market, and it is damaged. I think this one's a little bit later. The date is actually kind of torn off, but I'm thinking it's early 60s. And this one has, I think it's been wet or stored someplace damp because it is damaged and it kind of has a funky smell. And so I'm gonna be showing you a little bit of what's inside and also what I've been kind of creating using some of these images. Okay, so this one I am not. It's in really good shape for the age, and it does have a little bit of a, like, where the binding has been separated a little bit, but I think I can get that fixed. I am not taking any pages out of this one. If I want an image, I'm just very carefully scanning it. And honestly, the pages are they're just quite fragile. But look at this. Look at these images. Like, aren't they just kind of to die for? And the prices. For instance, this dress is $7.98. This one is $5.98. It's just, I mean, like, okay, so not only do I love the prints and the colors, but the hair and the models, just so fun. Another little, they have a section of teenage kind of clothing. And again, just awesome graphics. For instance, this little skirt is $10.98, or the little red blouse is $2.98. And it just goes on and on. They're just so much fun. But this section, I think, is like one of my favorites. And this is the fabric section. So they have like little outfits that they have sewn out of the fabric, but also the prints and all the fabrics that the yardages that you can order. Like the flannel pleated fabric is 24 cents an inch. That's what this little skirt's made out of. But some of them are like, the solids are $1.79 a yard. The stripes are $2.98 a yard. But then you go into some of these just a little bit less fancy. And this cotton is 53 cents a yard. And again, just incredible graphics, and just, like I said, to me it's just priceless. It's just so fun to go back and look. This particular one, the one that's damaged, I am taking the pictures out of it and cutting them out and putting them on copy paper and then just scanning them in that way. This is a, like I said, a little bit more damaged, but again, just so fun. What I'm making is I'm making tags to decorate the front of my journals. Now, these journals aren't completely done, and I'm going to be doing a flip through once I get them up and listed on Etsy, but I'm going to show you kind of my process here. I'm taking some old patterns too, which I love, the graphics on these old patterns. But I'm taking these pictures, and the one that's damaged, I'm actually cutting out, putting them on copy paper, and then just printing numbers of copies. So I have several of the sheets going. And I'm making tags using tags that I get from Paper Mart. And I'll link these down below. I use 2 different sizes. I'll put the sizes down below too, and also, just like I said, the links to the Paper Mart supply on those. But some of these journals, okay. For instance, here's one of the tags. This is just one of the ladies that was on a piece of one of the fabric And this one says throw kindness around like confetti. So most of these are just layered with just different like tissue papers. This is a pattern tissue paper underneath. I like to layer. I like to add a little bit of paint and different things, but I try to keep them quite simple. I always like to add a word or a phrase, and I'll link the phrase. This is the Tim Holtz small talk phrases, and I'll put that link down below also. But this one is one of them. Now these little journals, and some of you may recognize these. Leave a comment if you recognize what these are. But I'm going to go through them and let me know if you have any of these old these in your attic or left over from your grandparents or whatever. These are those old photo folders. Okay, and as I open this, you'll recognize it. And remember how the old photos were put right inside? Like I said, this journal isn't complete yet. These pages have not been attached, and I will add a lot more to these and do a flip through probably next week on a next video. But that's what these are made from, these old photo folders. How cool is that? And then with the vintage little tag on the front, they just add so much. So I'm going to show you some more of my tags and what I've done. This one is actually a 80s little gal from a pattern. Again, I love taking them off, scanning them off the front of patterns. And this one says fall in love with life. And again, it's just a piece of scrapbook paper that I've put on the back and some tissue paper and added some inking around the edges. Really simple. And again, these beautiful photo folders that make awesome journal covers. And you just can't get over the photos. Some of the original photos I leave right in the book, and sometimes I scan them. I usually scan the children's ones and the wedding ones just because I want to save them for other projects. Here's another one in the funny pinks, full coat. Don't you love how they used to just really doll up and all the accessories matched, and yeah, so fun. And again, the photo folder with the picture. This one I love. This one's on a smaller tag. The word giggle. This is another Tim Holtz word or on the tickets. And this one I do not have any of the pages in yet, but a little photo. This gal, I just got such a kick out of her expression. And she's all in green, so I thought this was I had this little thing off a piece of scrapbook paper, and it just says, I'm not kissing no frogs. It just kind of, her face just looks like she's saying that. And this one is actually a confirmation picture. And couple left here that I wanted to show you. This is one of the teenage girls. Just a little thing that says stay simple. The photo. And one last one here. This one is another one of Tim Holtz tickets, says dream. And this is just the coolest outfit, I thought, with the hat that has a scarf underneath it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's given you some ideas on how to create using old graphics that you can just scan into your computer and print off. And I hope you have a chance to create today. Thanks so much. Bye.